Us players in Galaxy of Heroes over-abuse the word overpowered or meta. If you are one of them players, then you have not seen anything yet. Enter the Hound's Tooth. In today's video, I'm going to be looking over the Hound's Tooth and why this is the most overpowered starship to be ever released in Galaxy of Heroes. I will be looking over the abilities, discussing its 3 to 7 star viability, and demonstrating the best current starting lineup to get the most out of this starship. If you are finding my channel for the first time and if you enjoy this video, then please feel free to subscribe for more videos like this. So let's jump into it and have a look at the beast abilities of the Hound's Tooth. So kicking things off, we have the basic attack called the Tooth and Nail. Once it's been fully maxed, this deals physical damage to the target enemy. Hound's Tooth recovers a plus 10% max health and a plus 10% protection if this ship has a taunt. Otherwise, it will dispel all debuffs on itself. So what you have here is a basic attack that's going to recover health and protection when it has taunt. Otherwise, it's just going to then cleanse all those nasty debuffs from itself. The first and only special ability is called Devourer of Prey, and this has a 3-turn cooldown. When fully maxed, this ability deals physical damage to the target enemy and inflicts breach for 3 turns, which cannot be evaded. Then the Hound's Tooth gains taunt for 2 turns. Breach is a brand new debuff which reduces the suffering enemy's speed and defense by a minus 25%. The Hound's Tooth has one unique called the Trandoshan Barricade. When fully maxed, the Hound's Tooth gains a stacking 25% protection up whenever it takes damage from an enemy's attack. While this ship is not taunting, it has a plus 50% tenacity and gains a plus 25% turn meter whenever another ally takes damage from an enemy attack. Attacks that deal multiple times will not trigger these effects more than once. When the Hound's Tooth loses taunt, it gains taunt for 1 turn if an enemy is breached. While the Hound's Tooth is active, breached enemies have a minus 25% evasion. This unique right here is what makes this ship so powerful. The 25% stacking protection is a multiplier of its max health. At 7 star, with all the pieces including the 2 characterizators, this ship has a whopping 93,000 health. 25% of that is somewhere close to 22,000 protection up for each time this ship receives an attack. And this is on top of the 77,000 protection, so no, you're not going to be able to currently one-shot the ship with a triple Geonosian assist attack. But this is based at max level versus max level Geonosians, but I will discuss this further later in the video. So last and probably the least, the reinforcement ability is called Secure the Hunt. When fully maxed, this ship enters the battle and grants all other allies a plus 25% tenacity. Other bounty hunter allies also gain a plus 5% counter chance stacking whenever they resist a detrimental effect. I don't really see a worth of using this ship as a reinforcement for its reinforcement ability, because we do only have Boba Fett as the other bounty hunter ship, but we have seen CG's love in reworking the other bounty hunters and bringing them up to par to them as a faction and releasing new ones. So without a doubt, we're probably going to see Cad Bane's, we're probably going to see all of them, because after all, they've got to have a ship to get around. So we've gone over the abilities in quite a quick fashion. Now let's discuss the viability between a 3-star and the 7-star Hound's Tooth. This starship is a stacking survival taunter. At 7 star with all the pieces, it has 93,659 health, compared to a 3 star Bosk with no Zetas and a 4 star Houndstooth, it has around 64,855 health. Another comparison is a fully maxed double Zetaed Bosk in a 3 star Houndstooth has around 75,000 max health. If we revisit the unique that makes this ship overpowered with the stacking 25% protection, which is a multiplier of the max health, not the max protection. The formula is the same for Nest and the Bastila lead. So a fully maxed Bosk and the Houndstooth will stack around 23,000 protection whenever it takes damage from an enemy attack. A 7 star max Bosk with a 3 star Houndstooth has around 18,000 less health, coming in at 75,000. The stacking protection is around 18,750, so it's really close to 19,000. However, a 3 star Bosk with no Zetas with the 4 stars Houndstooth has around 60,000 health, with a gear 12 lock wall of 20% stacking protection of around 13,000 whenever it takes damage from an enemy attack. These are rough numbers, but it's an idea how it will perform at the 7 star compared to a lower star of Bosk and the Houndstooth. Another way you can look at this is with Nest and the difference between a 7 star maxed Nest compared to the survival levels of a 3 star max Nest. The survival levels are completely different at 3 star to a 7 star, while Nest has a great utility with her speed, daze and turn meter removal that makes this character a non-replacement at any gear level. The Houndstooth shares the same protection gain mechanic as Nest but is a taunter, and this is the main duty of this ship. While it shares the same protection gain mechanic as Nest, it does not share the same full speed. With a maximum of 141, that's 3 speed lower than a maximum Geonosian Spy that sits at 144. It's not all doom and gloom, as the Houndstooth is capable of receiving 25% turn meter for each turn an allied ship takes damage from an attack. Either that be from an enemy capital ship using an area of an effect attack, or a starship from the fleet lineup. The Houndstooth brings the Chimera back into fashion for both sides, either if it's the one-hit KO to the Houndstooth, or to use Thrawn's slower speed and health regain to keep the Houndstooth at max health. The footage you have been seeing me use in this video is me using 3 ships taking on 7. I am not using any reinforcements. Instead, I am abusing the protection regain of the Houndstooth to hide my other 2 ships behind it. There is definitely going to be lots of different teams you can build with this beast of a ship. I personally adopted for a starting lineup of Biston and the TIE Advanced. Biston's special ability Scouting Mission inflicts a target lock that cannot be resisted or evaded. Combine this with the crew ability, whenever an enemy becomes target locked, a random ally gains 35% turn meter. That 35% turn meter is either going to land on the Houndstooth or the TIE Advanced. Happy days if it lands on the Houndstooth, you're ready to go and put that taunt up. However, if it provides the 35% turn meter to the TIE Advance, this ship also has a basic attack that target locks that cannot be resisted or evaded. Because of the crew ability of Biston's ship, this will also give 35% turn meter, and on this time it will land on the Houndstooth. So it's a win-win situation. The Houndstooth can be used anywhere with any capital ship and will do the exact same thing. Its mechanics are simple for the AI to use, so it will be able to perform the same level on defense and offense. With the information provided, only you as a player will know if you can run a 3-star Houndstooth in your fleet arena based on where you are currently in the game to which enemy ships you face. For me personally, in a fleet of fully maxed Geonosians or TIE fighters, a 3-star Houndstooth will not be able to absorb the damage to stay alive. At minimum for me, I'm going to need to 7-star Gear 12 Bosk and probably double Zeta him to run a 3 or 4-star Houndstooth. So either if you farm this starship or buy it out of the gate, if you love starships or want to climb some places, this ship will not leave you disappointed. My personal boss on my personal account is 4-star undergeared, and I have zero hopes of this ship in my fleet arena. So I will be making videos on how to counter this ship. If you're interested in seeing that, all you need to do is subscribe to this channel. So what are your thoughts on this beast of a ship? Is it overpowered or am I overreacting? Let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video today, then please feel free to leave a like and share it with your fellow ship companions. Thank you very much for watching today. I'm the Smithy D. May the Force be with you always.